In this video I'm just going to show you custom shapes and a perspective warp. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go over to the custom shape tool. Now I'm using Photoshop CC 2014 and using it as a shape. I've got filled black. So this design I'm going to use is an abstract design. It's one of the ones available on the Graphic Extras website, along with thousands of others, but you can of course use any other custom shape. So just add the design. Now if you go over to edit and you want to use perspective warp, you see doesn't work, can't use it. Well, you can use it via the layer, smart objects, convert to smart object. Once it's a smart object, you can now go to edit and perspective warp. And what I'm going to do, I'll just quickly add perspective warp, a very basic one, but I'm just going to, a little grid designs, of course don't have to have them joined, but I'm just going to just quickly create a little grid for it. Like I said, one feature that would be lovely in this would be to be able to save these pins as a grid that you can just sort of bring back. Though I suspect that maybe because of course of different sizes it wouldn't be so useful, but it'd be nice if you could actually sort of have that initial sort of 8x8 whatever 6x6 grid, and you could just bring it in and then obviously stretch it out and move it, obviously depending on the oops, didn't want that. Right, and that's connected. Okay, so once you've done that, you just go over here to warp, and now I can actually just move the object around, and it's still a vector design, so you can actually still change the shape if you decide you don't want that shape. So just going to warp that, move that around, and that's it. Just going to, and so you've got a completely new, slightly odd ball distorted shape. Now if you want, let's say, you can just double click there and you've got the vector shape there, so you can just go down here and maybe modify it, resize it, perhaps distort it yourself, so you can just move it around, maybe like that, and come out of that, save. Yes, I want to save that. So once it goes back in, the actual shape is reflected in that smart object, and then you've still got the vector design. You can of course continue to modify that, and one thing of course with these is you can of course hold the Alt down and create multiple copies of it and make variations of the warp as well, because obviously that's been copied, and you can modify that warp, which of course might be a different warp from the other one. Hope you found this of interest.